doesn't she become for that entire community the maternal, the silent maternal principle that's displacing the patriarchy?
Yes,
She,
I think so.
When she is silently ministering to every, she is love. That woman, she goes to the sick, she ministers to the poor, she shows forgiveness to everyone who has made her feel totally outcast. And they say, this is the beloved one.
Well, the scene that I go back to over and over again is where he is preaching, and she is standing outside of the meeting house, and she cannot hear the words. All she can hear is the lull of, the lull I love, the lull, the hum of your velvet voice. That's Whitman. All she can hear is the emotion in his voice, because the question is, how can he communicate the goodness of the gospel and the good news of salvation when he is such a hypocrite, so secretly rotten, so corrupt, so diseased, however we want it, morally suspect? How can he do it? But he can do it. That's, I think, what Hawthorne is really saying. You can be a vehicle of a kind of higher morality. What we did had a justification of its, what does he say? What we did had a sacredness or holiness of its own.
Yes, exactly.
A sanctity of its own. So you can be
and then when she reminds him that he said that, he says, hush, Hester.
Right. He doesn't. Right. Because he doesn't want to acknowledge it. But the point is, and that moment is that's a very Hawthornian, self-reflective moment. Can I communicate without words or beyond words the intensity? Because she has that moment where she just hears it in his voice. I mean, it's a really beautiful moment, and it's not about language. It's not about kind of rationality, and it's not about, and Puritanism. What's interesting about Puritanism, it's not about, you weren't brought to the grace of God by logical argument. You were brought to the grace of God by hearing the voice of an inspired minister.